First night campsite. Oh my gosh.
Okay, good morning. We pulled into camp just about time the sun was going down, so we didn't get anything last night, but I wanted to say we ended up at La Calavera. What do you think about the road coming in here?
Okay, that was a little bit bumpy, but at least it wasn't muddy to the point where we were sliding down the hill. But yeah, the rocks were kind of treacherous.
Apparently a guy stopped by after dark last night. He said it had been raining for 4 days, so might be cause of a little bit of the road conditions. But anyway, we were able to watch the sun go behind the ocean here, and relatively quiet night. A couple people came by on this road, and we're gonna heading south and continue on our adventure. Traveling south on MEX 1, after you leave Rosario, the highway turns inland across the Baja Peninsula and enters into an area called the Valle de los Cirios, home to the Cirio tree, also known as the bujum. The bujum tree, with its small branches coming out of the main stem of the tree, is something that you've probably never seen anything similar to before, and it's quite amazing to drive through this landscape as you travel south. After an evening spent on the shore of the Bahia de Los Angeles, we headed further south on a rough, rocky road and found an isolated beach near San Rafael. It was nice to be able to sit on the shore and watch the pelicans go by, get a little shore casting in, and of course, find all the shells on the beach. We spent the night on the cliff before we headed south again towards Ojo de Libre. All right, so day 4 in Mexico. Thought I'd just stop and capture a little bit of that octio bloom. Apparently, just before we got here, it rained for, I don't know, depending on who you talk to, anywhere between 4 and 7 days. So seeing a little bit of bloom out here in the desert. And guess these things just basically lie dormant and take advantage of the rainfall when it comes. Pretty desert we're driving through today. Just south of San Rafael. But holy smokes, this road is rough. It'll be slow going. Hope it gets better. We're gonna have a long day if it's like this the whole way. All right. We've been driving through such a cool desert, I thought I'd stop and get a shot of some of this cacti. I wish I knew the names of all of these things, but anyhow. The Octio showed you earlier, but this one's actually got some leaves out on it. There's been a few of these, kind of cool. These leaves fall off during drought, I guess. This almost looks like a little mesquite based on the leaves there. Like what I'd call a Toya. Should have brought a cacti book. Anyhow, there's been lots of saguaro. These trees with a big pod on them. Maybe a mesquite as well, or no, I don't think so. Doesn't have the leaf for it, but really cool trees. And you got this one, doesn't seem to have any leaves, but everything else on it's green. And these guys here, maybe a mini saguaro, young saguaro, more Octio. They're really pretty when they're greened up. I don't know if you can see it, but back in the back, barrel cactus. Pretty darn cool. This is just a quick shot to illustrate how narrow some parts of MEX 1 are. This is the main highway that travels north-south through the whole Baja Peninsula. Sometimes passing these large semis was quite terrifying.
Wile Coyote. El Coyote? El Coyote 1. El Coyote 2. Hi.
Upon arriving at Ojo de Libre and being greeted by the two coyotes, we walked out on the dock and watched pelicans diving for bait. We also saw whales off in the distance and hoped to take a whale tour, but we were told would be mañana. However, in the morning, the whale tour was still mañana, so we moved along, but not before enjoying a night on the bay with the howling coyotes.
Check out the boojum. This is a big one. Wow, look at that thing. Got back into a little stretch along the road where there's a few boojum trees. Couldn't help but take a quick look. Wow guys, this desert's pretty amazing. Almost nobody out here. We passed a couple bicyclists the last 2 days, passed them twice, and one other guy in an old military truck, it looked like. And other than that, just us and the cacti, and holy smokes, it's beautiful. Hey everybody, we're wrapping up day 5 already in Mexico. Time is flying by. Probably done a little bit more driving than we would have liked, and probably the balance of that is a little less video, but we found a great beach today, and we're probably going to hang out here for a couple days and kind of catch up on a little bit of relaxation.
And oh my gosh, the wind has been blowing like crazy, and I'm very thankful that I packed some winter clothes because it's January, but we're in Mexico.
We're joining you from the south side of the truck camper as the wind every day is coming up out of the north, but we've had some really great days on the road, going through some great cactus forests, and now we're on the Bahia Concepcion on the Playa de Pearl Beach, and let's just have a little look around, and you'll have to pardon the wind noise, but great palapas here and a great little opening in the beach, and definitely looks like a spot where we want to hang out for a day or so. Okay, we're wrapping up day 6 in Mexico, watching the sun go down. We spent a second day at Playa de Perla.
What a great spot, everybody. We didn't even have it on our list to stop here, but it's just this secluded little beautiful beach, and this would be a stop again kind of place.